definitely maul Team Spirit's heroes one by one with both of your big right-clicking. You have a ton of disables to set them up.
It's true. It is true. I see a slightly darker side though for Unique. I see a scenario where whether it's by a holy locket on Mira or it's via an axe or
Years of to what Team Spirit has right now. So if Unique doesn't follow up onto a backliner, basically at the same time as their first jump, like you get the vision, you immediately go again. Or if they have the right vision to fucking take him. If they don't reach that, then the counter initiation from Team big problem, and they definitely have this. This Rubik needs to steal spells this game, provide an additional possible read. Because right now the only other spell that they have to throw is basically just as a reaction to a counter initiation, and after that it has to be Slayer because it's still an egg. There's still.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
just a couple high fives in the mid lane. Oh, my crit. Or high, sorry.
You here too, huh?
30 seconds.
They're really awkward. They both leave and go.
FN, is he going to try and bait here? Is maybe checking for a quick word? Is he asking for a high five from his team? What's... Look at that pin cut down the tree. He's like, come on, Petushara, give me this high five. I'm not letting you hide in these trees. And they would have seen that because of this ward that we've got placed down for Team Spirit. So perhaps Petushara was a bit in the right there. Fade Bolt finds 2. Doesn't find Yatoro though. Whirling Axe is level 1. Bignum. That's not your side of the river. As he still has the impale, doesn't find the opportunity to throw one down, and it's going to be then 2 runes apiece.
FN got about half health and damage out onto very good.
It is basically almost identical starting items. Toronto Tokyo very eager to get this bottle on light. Oh, deny though. The range creep is a bit unfortunate for FN. I think, yeah, especially when getting your points in refraction here, especially before Waning Rift comes through, is kind of required for you to do well in this lane. We'll see if he can get it. Well, no, it's going to be level 2 for Toronto Tokyo first, no matter what. Oh, no. Okay, good deny. Going even there, then. Range creep for range creep being denied here is pretty huge. Who gets level 2 first? Still Toronto Tokyo. But again, he can't do much damage. It's a CA. Okay.
I don't want to say
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Out of it pretty.
Yeah, indeed. Especially underneath the tower is job well done. And Mira being ran down by the bear. Quick little ring around the Rosie, and oh no, bears. They don't do so good around trees, you know. That's going to be Mira then getting away for free, as it's Earthshock level 1. Having it ready meant that the Phoenix was able to simply walk away. It's got Fire Spirits now at the ready for any further attempts.
Much first is overpowered, but the amount of just chip damage that they have in this lane, Battle Hunger and the Fire.
It is actually, yeah. Toro is rather comfortable in this top lane. The lanes are strong for Spirits. Poshka forces Bignum to TP all the way back home, so it's going to be a solo lane for now for the Sand King. Probably run back with a couple of salves, though, and making sure that his core is going to be topped off.
I don't think Gara is going to be Bignum. I'm so used to this being player on this class. It's just going to be stacking because this is the Sandstorm build. I'm not going to win it. Fine. After that, you have all to do.
Yeah, you're going to be able to... Yeah, exactly, right. Take the sacks, get the Blink Dagger, catch the puck, kill the puck, win the game. Kind of, I think how this one's going to go. Or catch the... Might catch the troll early on in these fights, I want to say. Just eat the coil. I don't think Toronto Tokyo is going to have that much damage in this early game. And if you can take down troll, I guess it depends. We'll see. But to show.
bad game is definitely...
Okay, Petishara is underneath the sentry, but they will be able to deward the sentry.
Petishara is immediately...
Yep, pretty much. These guys, they've got a backup sentry in this lane as well, not to mention. Toro, yeah, he's gonna have to go range for him to make sure he doesn't die to caustic. Deny there for him, but as expected, FN in this lane leading by quite a bit. Toronto Tokyo is still pretty much full HP though. A lot of this thanks to the bottle, of course, but still able to sustain himself in this lane, and he's going to go ahead and steal a bounty rune out from underneath this TA.
So this is not as bad of a matchup as it was 2 matches ago, because he gets so much mana regen that you can play this lane. I don't want to say dumber, but that's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
You're not getting as punished by your creep waves getting pushed to the tower. Can't push out waves as fast as the TA.
Is under attack.
You don't get punished as much for your positioning. You're going to be regen flash damage, and you can spam a lot more spells in general. Fall behind, but you don't get absolutely
No, I think that's a good point. This might even be the best way to do it. Just kind of tank a lot of the splash damage and put yourself in a position where you're not taking a ridiculous amount for sure. But there's all this regen in the lane for a reason. You're best off putting it to use, right? And that makes this matchup for Puck a little bit more bearable. And speaking of unbearable space, there he goes, right down bottom onto collapse. 3 stacks here very shortly of Fury Swipes. He gets off the overpower. There it is. First blood in favor of Unique. Onto the hard carry bear as well.
He kind of needed that kill though. You can see here that between like the chip damage and all of the slows, this Ursa is not getting a lot done in the lane.
Mira.
He's gonna stay that way unless he kills.
Mira. Okay, he's gonna live. The Mira almost dies there to get the last hit on the Centaur Courser. Calculated. He stays alive. And he gets the Ursa to pop his stick charges and immediately waste all of his mana, which gives Collapse a much easier time in the lane because now we can overpower, but there's no Earthshock to follow up.
There's no regen left on these Radiant heroes, right? So all the chips, anytime that Unique goes in now, it has to be, well, either very fast before the, or it has to be very...
Or they're almost going to get Mirror free as he's sent underneath the tower with the level 1 telekinesis top lane. Now Aposhka is going to be the one to fall. Oh, Petishara. Whoa, he was 1 HP, but he was not 1 enough there for the whirling axes of Yatoro to find the kill. In fact, he almost dies to the spiked carapace return damage, so Yatoro forced back and got a regen as well. He's eventually going to get this Ring of Health online to build into the battlefield, but he's still a bit off the ways for that. Unbelievable.
Salve him though.
Slayer just walks up to the rune and zaps Mira, who is still on like 10 HP.
What? You see, these are the kills. If I was opsing, I would always miss them because I am a shooter back in base. That's where he should.
Well, it looked like he was gonna. Oh, don't worry, guys. I'll pick up the bounty rune and head on back. Maybe stack a little bit. Oh no, there's a Rubik here and I'm dead. Kind of how that one went for him. 3 straight kills then, 3 unanswered kills. Anyway, for Team Unique. Far so good. We've also scouted the stacks and in fact taken one of them out from under Toronto Tokyo. So he's not really going to find a whole lot of space to recover. And this is actually a pretty big play, right? Because if FN is not able to steal those stacks, in fact, I think he's still going to take these out from Petishara. Well, I guess if he's taking them, they're not Petishara stacks, they're his, right? Is what he would say. But maybe you consider them giving to Petishara now to get that Blink Dagger online a bit faster, because you were able to find at least a couple of stacks from the Dire side, which of course is nice because you still get the farm, but also you remove that farm from the Puck. So it's kind of like doubly impactful, right?
It's like bookkeep, counted on both sides.
Yep, exactly. No, you do. Yeah, you count it on both sides for sure. Toronto Tokyo.
So he's
go down bottom.
Skills here.
Under attack.
Yeah, and unfortunately, yeah, he's gonna miss out. He's gonna TP away under vision, and the Nyx will not throw the stun. Not in range, quite simply put. He actually had a TP back mid, where his tower's already getting pushed. Petishara is gonna be pushed to use the Burrow Strike, or at least hide into the trees. No Bushwhack though. Yeah, so he's just gonna TP away all the way back home. In the meantime, Axe in trouble here versus 3. There's gonna be, oh my goodness, already the Enrage from Fuzzy Wuzzy, and that is going to be then the kill onto the Axe.
Had to wait until level 6 was ready before they actually do that. Axe as a Vanguard, he was already... That for now, Space gets to stay in his lane, and this is very important when you're running a dual core lineup like this, like a proper dual carry lineup with EA, because she demands carry level farm, right?
Yep.
You can't retreat into the jungle too early as a safe lane. There's nothing in the triangle for you. Ideally, for the TA, she's clearing way more than just the triangle, and gotta play elsewhere.
No, for sure. That's I think something that I didn't like about this unique trap, because it could have gone poorly, but so far that's not the case. Space, though, being chased around here a little bit, and Toronto Tokyo is going to join the fun. DD Rune is currently active here as well for the puck, who will close the gap, and oh, the dunk is going to miss from Collapse, but that's fine. They get the kill regardless, and there's the coil now onto the Nyx Assassin. Yeah, he's just going to snap it, but Toronto Tokyo saw that one coming a mile away. Didn't see the stun coming. He's still going to be caught by that, but it's still 2 kills here onto the supports in favor of TSpirit for their first 2 kills of the whole game. But, Kips, it comes at the price of almost, and in fact, it might just be this mid-tier 1 tower falling.
Radiant
Pretty much, yeah, he's going for it using Glyph.
Dire's middle tower.
This was always going to happen. There's not much you can do about it. Much like lane versus a K or a Death Prophet, if you leave the lane. Especially if your support can't clear away.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Space now with the Mask of Madness, going for the fast builds here. Diffusal Blades, great for fighting Yatoro, who, you know, one of the dumber heroes in the game. 1.0 int gain per level. I believe it is quite literally the dumbest hero in the game.
Has been killed.
I don't think anyone has lower than 1 int gain per level. Usually, the only other hero with a lower stat gain is just the Tiny, I want to say, with obviously 0.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
One for you later. For now, though, they're hunting Collapse here.
Yeah, and he wants these stacks, so he kind of needs these stacks. As, well, he's not going to be able to take them quite yet. FN caught. We have an axe call here. The Hellbear Smasher's trying to help out after they went earlier. Toronto Tokyo, in the meantime, another DD rune for him in the river. Goodbye, Bignum.
Unfortunate that he doesn't really have the mana. Otherwise, he's probably going to try to kill the TA instead, but he really only has one Cyclops. That... Played as well, which is purpose in the...
Continuing to stack at least, though, here. So TSpirit, they're not out of this one yet. It's only actually less than a 1k net worthly, pardon me. With Yatoro making pretty decent progress on the Battle Fury, all things considered. He didn't have the most difficult of lanes. As, you know, 0-0 and 0 and 20 denies, you know, it means it was actually kind of rather peachy for him, all things considered. But,
Troll Warlord is one of these strong. There's really not much you can do. Or a physical damage hero, especially,
is under attack.
Is just going to evade you, outrange you. Magic damage hero.
Yep. And, well, that's going to be a little bit of damage coming his way now with the Claymore completed. And flying on over. Looks like he actually just needs
Radiant's
now the... Yeah, he's got both swords,
attack.
actually. Just needs himself that Ring of Health. So he's actually going to have a pretty well-timed Battle Fury here. Whether or not he's going to be able to use that to get a lot of farm versus a Nyx Assassin and a Sand King who's just about to finish up his own Blink Dagger here. We're going to have to see.
Well, his axe already has Blink. His puck is having a miserable game, but Collapse is doing really quite well. There are definitely ways for them to play their way out of this, as long as the puck can follow up on the axe.
Radiant's bottom tower has
There's the
fallen.
tower going down. Yeah, Mirror actually gets the last hit on it with the Phoenix. Kind of a hard task. Decent base damage, but a absolutely dreadful projectile to try and take last hits with.
I was wondering if you stay over near the tower, and they were going. Looks like they actually tried.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think that's wise. Right now, I mean, we have good tools against the Phoenix Egg, generally speaking, but I think with Dragonlance and no Blink on Ursa, I think right now we don't have them quite yet. We're stealing a stack, though, for free.
Is under attack.
Bad whatsoever.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Probably looking to play some vision.
Radiant's middle tower
Although
is
they
under
see it
attack.
first.
They do, yeah, and they're going to take this one. Very happy to do so as well, because that was the Blink Dagger for Petushara being revealed by the Blink Dagger of Collapse. And that is not a fun way to have that one play out. Space at the very least able to take, pardon me, the tower top lane. Considering turning on the Yatoro, who, yeah, doesn't have anyone here to support him anymore. Yatoro has already cut down a couple of trees here in preparation of this. He still has the ranged melee axes ready to go. Does not have the points in the battle trance, however. Only the 11 launch charges, and he creates as much space as he can. Down he will go, but his team in the meantime will find the space and the time to take the tower in the mid lane.
Look at that. Good call as well.
Okay, but actually Petushara's here as well, going for the epicenter. He's gonna get, yeah, he will get this one off. He's gonna find himself leashed up, but Collapse and can't really run anywhere. Supernova's gonna come through now. Great Bushwhack finds FN, and Petushara can't do it alone. In fact, he can't do it at all, because he is gonna be taken down. FN melted as of this by the sun ray. His refraction doesn't hold much of a candle to the power of the sun. Is going to be then the tower taken down at the end of the day with a quick little cheeky kill by Slayer onto Dota2. He jaunts away. TSpirit, though, they're going to have to avenge their fallen mid laner and will be able to pick off the kill, making it a 3-for-3 trade. But Space uses that space for Roche. Unbelievable.
I think this is a perfect show. The previous game, it's hard to illustrate because all of the dodging and moving that TSpirit doesn't show really well as a casting a game. It's very hard to explain why the way that they're playing a game is a good idea when like nothing's happening. But here, the fact that they retreat Yatoro from the top lane until they get a good position mid tower, then put him back forward to see, alright, is unique here, and can we get the mid tower out from under a team that out team fights us if we give them our carry? And they get the answer yes, and then they do it. And they get so much space on the map for that. Like,
oh, Pigman. Hologram. Looks like he was going to try for that. He's now going to go ahead and walk up higher. Good. Wait a second. What? I don't need to do this. I can go invisible and just walk up the hill.
Like, how many teams do you know that would sacrifice their carry for a mid tower very deliberately like that?
It's a good point.
That looks a lot worse.
Oh, goodness.
Counter engaging.
Yeah, that's a really good blink out from Petushara. Oh my goodness, this attack range now on TA is starting to get a little spooky here. 10 taunts, of course, taken, and yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of sideblade damage. So that's 2 deaths now back to back for Toronto, who only has himself the Witchblade to play with. Again, you said he's been having a rough laning stage, and so far that's continuing into the mid-early game, or the early mid game.
Gonna pick off once he's got the blink up, and especially after that boost drop. I mean, you can already see where this is going, right? This is split push center.
Invisibility.
Oh yeah, it is. I think that's a game that Toronto get his mind playing. Oh, here, courier. Does he want to kill a courier? Can he kill a courier? He's going to need 2 shots at it, and he's going to find the 2 of them. Will he be able to get out? No, because they immediately stop him with that second impale, and Icarus dive stolen. Very fun to see Rubik Icarus diving around. Very fun to see any hero that's not Phoenix Icarus diving, to be honest. As Space is going to immediately break the smoke by farming the mid lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's going for a blink dagger though, and they're getting away with this.
Oh, they're gonna find her on Tokyo.
Oh no!
That's a big kill. He doesn't have phase shift. He has. Oh, sorry, he does have phase shift. Doesn't have the illusory orb. Coil's gonna be dropped. That's not enough space though for him to escape. And at least instead of coil, we've stolen the orb. That's now 3 straight deaths here for Toronto. I think basically matching all of his deaths from the 42-minute game we had in game 1.
Is under attack.
And this is how you can tank a team that by far out-team fights you, right? They're just not going to do it. They're going to keep their heroes as far apart as possible and ideally just only move 1 at a time. Even if that has to be the puck, they still need to do this in order to actually keep equal. Yeah, because as long as she's running, not actually farming.
Yep. Maposhka's basically just on smoke breaking duty here. He's making sure that if Ursa's going to get caught, that, you know, they're going to have to settle for a much lower bounty prize. You know, we talked about, what was it, lions versus monkeys last game. This time, you know, bears versus a squirrel. You know, you'd much rather end up getting... like, you don't want to settle for the squirrel, basically. You'd much rather get this troll.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Spending so much time hunting on top.
Blessings.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yes, they are. Down bottom they shall go. Yatoro is the target for now. Big Gnome under the cover of Vendetta. Mira behind with only a level 1 supernova ready to go as Yatoro is actually going to get these fervor stacks up. Put the Shara, Blink, Epicenter, level 2 is at the ready. Mid lane, Tokyo is looking to connect with the rest of his team. That ward, I believe, has scouted out Fuzzy Wuzzy. So they might look to try and turn here, especially if he just walks up to high ground a little bit awkwardly. Still with Aegis, though, and still with Aegis for another 40 seconds. Seems like TSpirit, yeah, they're going to want to try and at least go for... No, okay, they're going to try and get through the Ursa. They're going to be dewarded, though. That TA has got a lot of attack speed and a BKB, so that's, I think, going to dissuade TSpirit from fighting.
The only way to take this is if they take down the Ursa from range, or they get the one kill.
For 3? Yep, that's not bad. Fat Ben with the BKB active. Great supernova, though, right behind the high ground. Tokyo is going to have to die for this one, but gets off the coil. Epicenter as well. Not enough damage there for Yatoro as they get through the Sand King as well as the first life here for the Bear. Big stun on Yatoro. He's still playing with Battle Trance here. Fervor stacks don't reset because that was his last target, and the dunk through from Collapse to secure the kill. Battle Trance, though, now ending soon for Yatoro as he's taken down the Sideblade spill, nuking through half of Miposhka's HP pool, despite standing all the way by the outpost. It's a 2 for 2, 3 for 2 if you count that Aegis. But a big win here for Unique, as it looks like they're going to be able to get the +1 kill. Collapse thinking about going back in. There's a 3-man call out from this madman with the blade mail active. Finds one dunk, tried to get the second. He's a bit shy, but FN is gonna at least not die to the sharpshooter. He is not burning. He's gonna first turn and absolutely murder Collapse. Gets the refraction back off. And unfortunately, what could have been the most beautiful turn I think I've ever seen on an offlane axe turns into a bit of debate as he simply dies to the last right click coming through from FN.
That was way too close for comfort. TSpirit.
Haste.
They're sharp. They're not fooling around.
TSpirit had no right to take a fight that was that good for them, especially in that position. My goodness. What a ridiculous fight that they've taken.
The egg positioning, the fact that the puck survives after getting the coil out, and the counter initiation quite in place.
Dire are scanning.
Wait, Puck lived?
Yeah, he lived going out
Radiant
at
are
first.
scanning.
I think he went back in later on.
Okay, okay.
At least he got the orb out, is what I saw, and then after that I was too focused on the egg.
Okay. It was a good egg. It was a good egg. Yeah, really, really great placement. Level 1 egg as well. I mean, if that was a level 2 egg, I think that's... I mean, it's a huge DPS increase. The hits didn't matter because it was still a flawless hit. And maybe that extra half second of stun time. I mean, who knows, right? It's so hard to really judge the differences like that. But usually people think of supernovas more for their hits, right? Which is fair, but the damage is incredible that you get on this thing if it's allowed to survive. So who knows? But Toronto Tokyo, now with Blink Dagger at least, is able to play a lot more fast and loose here. We're still not quite up to that Dagon 5 Aeon Disc puck that we had last time. And in fact, he's actually had to go... Well, he's gone Arcane Boots here. Yeah, because he's now going to go into the Aeon Disc. He had it last game at 23 minutes in, but last game he didn't have 4 deaths at 22 minutes. So I don't think we're going to quite see it here yet, especially if
Might have more.
Yeah, especially as he almost gets caught here. There's a Blink Dagger on Rubik now, by the way. Position 5 Rubik with Blink Aether Lens.
It's not actually just 5.
Okay.
And now that he has his basic kit of items, of course, this is how you can juggle that, because now you do want to go for Aghanim, Scepter, or Bignum, so I imagine he's 30 now. By Rubik.
Okay, there goes Bignum. Goodbye, deleted. Tokyo wanting to go for more with the Invis-Rune active now. Going hunting. Pick him up here, though, on the Sentry Ward, as they will ping him out.
Radiant's middle tower
Unique, not stopping to look at the scenery or farm the neutrals on the way back out. They're immediately out. Not looking for this fight. That could have been really bad. That was the ideal smoke break there by Bignum. Maposhka's got a really nice ward set up, though. They could look to connect onto the Ursa in the jungle here. Ursa with a blink dagger. Is he going to get it off in time? Yes, he is. Wow.
Once again, splitting up, making sure Auto Curve and back are also still getting the wards in. Very hard for you.
Yeah, forward wards now set up here. We've got one behind the tier 2 tower mid lane, one on the ward spot here watching over the triangle. And this is second Roche alive. Ursa would love to have this. And there's a good start there by taking care of the Phoenix. Fire Spirit stolen. Does not have buyback here either on the Phoenix. Will make this upcoming Roche fight a little bit difficult because we can definitely do this in much less than 30 seconds with a TA and an Ursa on the same team.
Rainbow TPs.
Oh, yeah, they want out of here. And I think Collapse is going to be able to get out. No Basher on the Ursa. And away he goes. But that, I think, is going to be Roche started up. 20 seconds till Phoenix is back. We have the outpost. We have tier 2s in the mid and top lane.
That is incredible. I've never seen so clearly an illustration of how fast a team reacts to the calls. See there, they say, we go back. All three of them are, okay, boss.
Fallen to the
They're on 3 different lanes, immediately pushing out. Nobody near that Roche. Has to go rather deep to find this kill.
Yep. That's going to be a big one, though. Wait. They have not given shard to Ursa here. Really? They've given it to the TA instead.
Dire's middle tower is under
Shocking.
attack.
And not Earth shocking. Just regular shocking. Wow.
Her is the center of this game right now.
Bit of a casual flex by Toronto Tokyo. And it's not a 23-minute Aeon Disc, but it is a 24-minute Aeon Disc, as we've learned, or as Unique have learned, I guess, more aptly. And that is going to... I got a good bushwhack there to catch Toronto Tokyo, but they just can't capitalize on it.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Perhaps? Okay, he's going to TP away. They've gone hunting for him quite effectively, but he's no longer interested in sticking around too long. Okay, FN is very isolated here. He's extremely isolated. He only has, what? Just the Rubik to play around, but luckily he's not picked up by any vision. TSpirit are not going to be able to look to capitalize. I can't believe it's still playing this far up.
It's bluffing really hard right now.
Yeah.
Yes, the entire team
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
does not know how deep the vision of TSpirit is right now.
Oh, okay. Toronto Tokyo's going to get out. Yeah, no, that's incredible. I just thought we saw more. I thought we saw more, honestly, with the deep wards that Spirit still have. I mean, Collapse has the confidence to casually walk up and farm Ancients, although he's going to be picked up, yeah, by that Observer ward. Unique. Now they're hunting for Yatoro instead. It's Petushara, who's going to head into the trees. He's going to head south, though, while Yatoro's gone north. Allow Yatoro to live for now here, because Space as well is hunting in the trees. There's no TP scroll for Yatoro. Oh no, it's starting to look real bad here, Kips, and he's going to run head first into the next assassin. Doesn't stun himself, though. The Petushara, don't worry, he's got that for him. There's the Ridge, Epicenter even used here. Oh, but it's not going to stop him from getting out the battle trance. No one else is showing up to fight here, though. And stunned up yet again. Yatoro will be taken down. Ooh, we ate the cheese, though, for Ursa. Ooh, no, that's no good. FN, though, got a free squirrel, and that's pretty good.
Squirrel sandwich. Yeah, losing 2 here. It's a shame that they find him, because it's clear that TSpirit's purpose is to try and make Unique waste as much time as humanly possible.
Radiant's
And
bottom tower
the best
is
way
under
to make them
attack.
waste time is to dangle stuff in front of them. Bro.
Dire's top
Yeah,
tower
and I
is
think
under attack.
a part of that is wasting time. But what are we
is
wasting
under
time for?
attack.
I think it's for Troll to continue
Dire's
farming with
top
Battle
tower
Fury,
has
but not if he's he's the one that's being dangled. That's one thing. But if he's the one that's being dangled and then being snatched up here by Unique, I think it's, you know, dangled for what then? Space for what?
Axe BKB?
Yeah, okay,
Dire's
that's a
top tower
legitimate
is under
response.
attack.
We'll see what Collapse can make out of
Radiant's
this.
middle tower is under
We'll
attack.
see. Okay, well they're gonna try. Oh yeah, they got the damage. Okay, very good, very good. BKB unnecessary there, but it gives you the confidence to make that kind of play, of course.
There might be a Sand King behind.
No, very true, very true. Very true. And this is again space for Yatoro now with Fuzzy Wuzzy being dead. That's gonna get him almost his BKB completed. Luckily didn't lose anything on the courier last time.
You see the change of the guard on bottom lane as well? 4 pushes to safe waves and then after it's under. Pause 4 there, give it one more shove. This is daring.
Is under attack.
Yeah, it is. That's a little bit annoying for Slayer because he just put down the sentry and then the ward expired and then he himself will expire there. That's the dunk of collapse.
He gets expired.
Yeah.
Definitely an active component involved.
Very true. Very true. Max says, this one's no good. We have to demolish it, boss.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm looking for more. A bit of, quite a breath of life, I would say, actually, into TSpirit now. I see them moving around with a bit more pep in their step. They're looking for a couple of these pickoffs now with these items.
Look how good they are at wasting units. It's incredible. This is Ye with Aegis, who was playing all the way. Waves are getting pushed in. He's just 2 heroes on her side of the map. You gotta break this.
See what they can find, because bottom lane is just about to start pushing. Especially because they're going to reinforce it here with another wave. So the bottom lane is losing. Yeah, so they had to send the Rubik back. Can they burst Yatoro in time, though? Last time they weren't able to do so. This time as well with the... What hit him? Oh, the Spike Carapace off of the Aghanim Scepter there for the Nyx Assassin, making the difference. They're still going to lose Rubik, though, yet again down bottom. TSpirit, though, might be having to take some losses for this one, especially if they find the Axe. BKB active. He's going to TP out. Is that going to matter, though? Yes, he barely escapes. My goodness. 50 HP. Mira just completely... Maybe if he stands still, they won't know he's in the trees here. Oh, no. Starting to panic as Space farms the wave right next to him. It seems like he's not going to be scouted.
Actually found the puck.
He did. But I think puck has blinked away. Yes, indeed. Tokyo is out of there.
Especially if he has a trap down there.
Oh, Mira's still
Can
bottom. Oh, Mira. Oh, he gets out in time. Ooh, that was close. Proshka. I mean, they are just everywhere at once here. Bignum with Ags. Yeah, they're just going to buy a lot of time. That was Aegis reclaimed, by the way, somewhere in the middle of this. It was up in a while anyway. It got reclaimed over a minute ago. FN now with Daedalus. Full Daedalus ready to go on top of his 8-second BKB.
It's the benefit of all this chasing and no fighting here. Finally, they've got themselves grouped and ready to go at the enemy. Bignum has finished Aghanim Scepter. Taking up the corner office in
Dire's middle
nicest
tower
place in
is under
building.
attack.
There he is, right outside of the tier 3 towers, you know. You can back up to the secret shop, you know, grab a quick coffee real quick. He's not going to be bothered very much by the foot traffic of the creeps. He's comfy. This is the spot he wants to be in. He's got his core abilities max, which is kind of a big deal as well. He's obviously skipped the 10 talent for this to make sure that it could happen. But yeah, it's the right play. Oh, there's Space now with his own Ag Shard. He's had to buy it, of course, because TA took hers. Can't help but... No, I think it is fine. I thought maybe we'd see the TA Ags, but that's more of a TA safe lane item. But it would have done really nicely to stop this kind of shenanigans that Spirit had been doing here for the past 6 minutes, it seems like. And those 6 minutes of farm have bought Yatoro quite the big item here, Kips. He's now running around with a 9-second BKB in his inventory.
Finally.
They will look to wrap into their own jungle here, their own triangle, but look who's in a great position to break smokes. That's going to be Bignum. The high ground he goes, and Bignum, he's going to go sweeping around the side here. Fuzzy Wuzzy in the river. I believe has been scouted.
Spirit just do not have the vision. Can't march up to that high ground, they know it's safe.
That they'll show Yatoro down bottom here with his own, with his BKB. And Unique, they'll go hunting on the northern side of the map for now. Wait a little bit longer for our next skirmish. It's Roche time, though, so both teams very well aware of it. Of course, Unique are going to have the heads up here, thanks to the TA trap in the pits. But what they don't know, and what we do, is it'll be up in 1 minute. From now. I think TS about to hit 25 as well, by the way. Those refraction charges +8. It's actually not... It's not bad. If the sun ray's on top of you, though, it's not doing much. Those +8 refraction charges.
Want to make You'll have to walk up straight into mortar if you want to.
Oh, right now, I mean, sometimes you simply do walk into mortar, and sometimes you also find Big Num basically for free. Yatoro's going to get a couple of stacks of fervor on ahead. Oh, no, they've been forcing Supernova in a terrible spot. Call comes through, but it's just a little bit too late now. As now, TSpirit, the fight has collapsed around them. BKB's popped at least, actually only space uses his FN, holds on to his 8-second charge currently. Tokyo is going to be sent back to push waves. Okay, we bought back though on Petushar for this. So Unique, they're going to go up to the high ground. I thought Big Num was impaling there. I thought he was actually going to blindly catch Tokyo there. Tokyo, who by the way is not saving for buyback, just bought the second Dagon recipe.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Man's sticking to his guns.
Are fortified.
That he is. Fortify's out. But now they're more interested in Roshan than before. With a D ward here.
Pretty sure not having buyback is a... I mean, this is exactly what guarantees them Roshan. They cannot fight without discount initiation from the 10. So as long as they have them, they can secure themselves Roshan. Nothing TSpirit's gonna do about it. They really had to invest in that previous kill on him. And now maybe with 2 lives over on you. Excuse me, your game.
Yeah, and I'm surprised. See, I mean, cheese is fine. I'm surprised he takes the Ags though. I almost certainly thought that this was going to be for TA, because like I said, you just leave traps all over the map, and then whenever TSpirit try and push you, you just leave a trap in the trees, and then you go, "Hello, I'm here instantly, and I'm going to kill you." That's what it was going to be here. Ursa Ags is very strong though. I can't deny it.
I kind of agree. Very good counterplay, but TSpirit. But if you feel strong enough to just push your way up, I do think that they got just distracted a couple of times.
Collapse.
Side of the map.
Oh, Collapse. There's a lot of heroes coming your way. He actually blinked onto this wave as well. Yeah, so he is extremely dead. Doesn't have buyback either.
Died very far up.
He did, and he cut the wave real good. Going to allow now Tokyo to play up a little bit. Is he? Oh, goodness, the D word. Oh, they got him though. Slayer with a stolen call as well, buys a bit more time with another illusory orb, but that's going to set up the Sand King here. Trying to get through this Aeon Disc, which will now proc. Blink Dagger at the ready for the Templar Assassin, but the damage, the attack is going to miss here. Tokyo, silence. Still to the high ground though. Even the bear is going to be able to catch him. And immediately, back down bottom, pardon me, goes Miposhka. You know, TP just out of range of the ward, though, as his presence is required. And cordially, he's been invited to come help defend against this pen. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's got buyback on the Phoenix. He's got buyback on the Phoenix.
Gonna need it.
Okay, and they proc the Aeon Disc of the Rubik. Tokyo on the run.
Dire's middle
the 2-3 tower in the mid lane.
Probably losing a ball.
One shot, still 8, had a plenty of refraction charges ready to go. And that's going to be barracks. Space, I'm helping! I do damage to buildings too. Oh, Super Slayer, that's going to trigger the buyback. Another call here as they've stolen Bushwhack. Not enough damage immediately available from the Poshka. As the buyback outcome, okay, 2. There's going to be a very dead Rubik immediately. As Yatoro forced to fight into the form of space, going down, gets off the axe, still has the cheese and the BKB. As there's the first life already down from the Templar Assassin. Managed to find the dump down onto 1 in a second there. So he was able to go down. Petushar has used the ultimate, but doesn't want to be here anymore. Into the trees he will go. This is going to leave FN completely alone, and a big call from Collapse will find Amira. Does well to stay out from range, but FN still at least going to get a dieback there onto the Phoenix as there's a third dunk from Collapse. What a play from Tokyo to set up for that. Whew, what a dream coil.
That really all goes back to him taking off the Aeon Disc, risking his life to do so earlier on.
Unbelievable. I actually can't believe TSpirit do that well in the defense. They lose the Phoenix, but they're actually quite happy to do so. You can tell immediately. By the way, my favorite thing was when Mira realizes, oh god, I just bought back and this TA is going to absolutely murder me.
He was a little bit overly enthusiastic. His assistance was no longer required.
Nope.
He did his job. I'm helping. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
Okay. They're going to try and maybe get a couple buybacks out from here. We have Rubik now that is stealing a creep wave over, and with Fortify, they will be able to get backdoor to reset, because bottom lane is pushed in quite far, mid lane as well. It's at a tier 2 tower, so they're not going to lose any barracks here, and they're not going to lose the buyback of the bear either. So a bad fight for Unique, but they did get a buyback out from the Phoenix, and a dieback there. Still not the worst thing in the world for them. Oh, but now we've got an Aeon Disc for Phoenix, so this is a lot harder to do in the future.
Assassinate. I feel like they're sort of at a standstill. You probably want to crash over your, maybe actually deflect the missile. But this axe from Collapse has been so much work. That's a refresher.
You know what? Not the most standard of items we see on the offlane axe, but I like it, actually. I'm a really big fan. Refreshing Aeon Disc, axes, especially with this particular build, you know, not going for the Manta Shard build. You don't care if you're under the effect of Aeon Disc. All you care is you get your call off, right? You don't get at this stage, it's hey, guys, I'm holding them down. You do the punching, okay, Yatoro? I hold you punch.
And Mira as well. That was a big problem for you. You can hold people in this.
Blessings.
We are, especially because we don't have any status resist items here, actually, on anyone. No one has status resist, so these are very easy full duration axe calls, and if you get level 25... there's one of the calls. Oh, they're immediately in onto him. Oh, they've just absolutely melted him. He's dead for 100 seconds because he doesn't have buyback. He bought out for the Daedalus, and now Space doesn't want anywhere to be here. He gets the blink away. Can they catch up to him? I barely could with my own camera, and TSpirit also knew where he was going, but just couldn't meet him there in time.
At least they don't have a creep. I think this is a big...
Oh, Bignum. Okay, he's going to die, gets back. Yatoro even uses BKB here just to secure the kill. Sure, not bad. Makes fights even more difficult now for Unique. TSpirit are forcing themselves back into this game, aren't they?
They are. They played this so patiently throughout the entire stage where you're gaining momentum. There were several times when they pushed back the gold graph simply by... I don't want to say doing nothing, by avoiding fights. It was really an art.
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, because of course, they were avoiding fights. They would give a kill down bottom onto someone that's like worth killing, like an axe or maybe even a position for Phoenix, right? He would put himself well within harm's way, and yeah, we'd be doing things on the other side of the map, right? So doing nothing by not fighting, but by certainly still farming elsewhere. Yeah, that's Sentry Ward's gonna scare away. Head to Shara. Where was he now? For the Basher. Pretty hard pressed to...
has fallen.
It is true.
Shara has a leveler. If TSpirit get any opportunities to go at Unique's buildings...
That's true. Yeah, especially with now all the auto towers taken down. We still have a tier 1, which, by the way, is full HP. How bottom. That's how strong of a game Collapse is having. He's refused even to let his tower take a single hit point of damage. This tower is fallen asleep by now. He's not even sent out an auto attack, most likely.
The focus from TSpirit on this bottom lane has been very clear throughout the game.
True. No, very true. True. We'll see here as they will be scanned out. Then, okay, I'm trying to catch anyone there, well, namely the puck, right? Not just anyone. Trying to catch Toronto Tokyo with that Carapace, but I don't know, man. This Dagon for Toronto Tokyo is like indicative of his power level, as there's Space making the jump in, but without the Abyssal, as you say, Toronto Tokyo's not the easiest of catches. Axe.
Got the Aeon Disc back up.
He does. And speaking of the Aeon Disc, we have an Aeon Disc ready to be assembled for the axe. All I need to do is unlock the energy booster. We have no Hex, as I recall, right? And an unknown... Oh, hold that thought. Coil does find Petashara top lane, Dagon 5. And with Yatoro, with the Abyssal Blade, there's the lift with the dunk to secure the kill. The rest of Unique now scattered back into their base. Little known fact about a Hex is that it also mutes you. It's a silence, a disarm, and a mute, which means you cannot do your little Aeon Disc tricks if you're actually hexed up.
Boshka just Ocean Pit. there and then seeing if advances and it
oh, there he is. Okay, I was like, I see Rotom. Oh, goodness gracious me, there's space on the way on in. Oh, he barely gets the kill here onto the squirrel, but he's got to BKB on the way out, and he gets bashed once. Big enough, setting up shop here, but he's been interrupted while he's moving into the audience. The double shot from Collapse, he's looking for more now. Epicenter is good, but not good enough here. The Yule Scepter is going to save Troll Warlord from a bit of pain. Immediately comes back down to bash up Petushara. He's got the Minotaur Horn and a Force Staff to get away. A Dagon 5, though, out from Toronto Tokyo, is going to force him all the way back. He even sent that Illusory Roll forward, but buybacks galore out from Unique as they buy back on 2 cores here to contest this Roche. What are we fighting? We still have... Oh, we don't have Supernova, pardon me. Just the Abyssal up in 5 more seconds, and the Leveler available here for Yatoro. Ursa will put himself up to the high ground to get rid of the wards. Roche falling low, though. Down he goes, trying to keep Ursa up on the high ground here. Silenced up for just a second longer. He's taken off by 1. It's Collapse who gets the Aegis, though, onto him. That's a dieback onto the Sand King. It's going to be another dieback onto Slayer as well as Space pops the BKB, just trying to run away. But we've seen this one before. This time it's playing out the exact same way. Another Abyssal Blade. Yatoro trying to find the bash as it's going to be big enough trying to hold them back in the pit. They're going to take a while to kill and uproot him, but eventually Collapses there with the dunk, and Yatoro's just got max fervor stacks onto the bear. Dead for 2 minutes. That's a dieback onto him. It's TA versus the world. FN, the world's got it out for you.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I don't think you can make a stand here.
Radiant's top barracks.
Yep, there it is. There's the call.
Spirit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They are so good.
Dire
They're really on another level right now.